Tavio's face.
Oh dear. My tracking instincts tell me that somebody's bleeding.
You don't say!
Can I look around for animal prints
Yes.
in the blood?
Yeah. That would be survival or animal handling. Or investigation.
I investigate the crap out of this blood.
All right.
What is my modifier again? +7? That's cool. That was a bad roll, but not a horrible result.
Okay. So, looking in, you can definitely see tiger tracks, but there are other tracks in here too. Besides human footprints, there's also another kind of animal footprint.
Another kind of animal footprint, huh?
Yeah, you were able to find it with investigation, but it'll require some. It might require some animal skills to figure out what exactly it was. But yeah, there's another set of tracks there.
Animal handling?
Yeah, or nature.
I reach into my animal mind palace.
Nature,
or nature, you said?
Yeah, nature is +4 for you.
Yeah, nature is +4 for me. That is much better than animal handling. Still not great roll and an even worse result.
You don't quite know what it is, but it's definitely not like. It doesn't look like the tigers.
Not a tiger. Got it.
It's some other big animal. The weird thing is that the weird thing about it though is it looks like it's some kind of animal tracks, but there's only like 4 legs. But it's not 4 legs. It's only 2.
A bipedal other animal?
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. I wonder what that could be.
All right. How do you?
I don't recognize these. I recognize that there are tiger tracks, but there's something else around in this area. Maybe it's a devil. We should be on our guard either way.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to look for devils.
Okay, you can roll for
Perception.
You can roll for Arcana, was it, or is it religion? I think it's Arcana.
It's up to you. Arcana? Not perception, trying to spot devils with devil sight.
Oh, you're looking for them with devil sight. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. That'd just be perception, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it is nighttime now, right?
Yeah.
So I can use it. Got 15.
Okay, well, you don't see any signs of devils. No one has like an imp on their back anymore. You guys successfully slapped 2 of them.
Yay, slapping imps.
But yeah. If you're looking at the footprints, or like the other pair of tracks, they don't look like any kind of devil tracks to you. I mean, you don't have too much of a knowledge of devil stuff.
But enough.
Yeah, but you know it's not an imp.
Oh, screw those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. You hear a roar and a scream a bit in the distance, though. Like, in this general area.
A roar and a scream in this general area. Hey, guys, go that away. Sounds like there's danger.
Diane, Diane's like, I'll take a look.
Thanks, Diane.
Thanks, Diane. Actually, I'll go with
Anyone-
Diane.
Alrighty.
He's my
And-
good bud, good pal.
Elise is gonna go with you guys too, because she is suspicious of Diane.
Oh, no, he's trustworthy. He doesn't disappear randomly.
Alright. So are you guys gonna be so Diane looks you guys so roll stealth.
Okay,
I get it.
I will be sneaky. Oof.
Oof.
Ugh, when you get a 3. Oofers.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh. So that was my roll for Elise. She is like,
That doesn't seem great.
oh god, I'm rolling like Elise. But yeah. So as you see in front of you, Diane just kind of like disappears through the nooks and crannies around the trees with a kind of supernatural skill, a roguish demeanor, some would say, in a roguish way kind of thing. However, you and Elise, trying to follow behind them, step on every twig, maybe the tail of a cat.
Oh no, we're not here, kitty cat. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Please be quiet.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
All
Guess how
right.
that song
What you hear from that is you hear a bunch of you hear multiple things dart in directions. What was originally the sound of one thing, like one roar, but you hear like 4 things run away in the distance at the sound of the crack. And again, that was coming from here.
I guess you said here?
Yeah, that's where the trail of blood leads as well.
Okay. I'll put my character there. I'm gonna
Give me a second. I have to This is here. There, you find a dead body.
oh nice. I look around for some devils. Another perception.
Alcus, do you want to also do perception, or do you want to help him?
I'm going to investigate the body.
Okay, I like this.
With a +7, that gets me a 12. I rolled a 5.
All right. So this guy's got claw marks in him. Also, he was the other orphan, the one that ran away.
Oh, he seems familiar. He's got claw marks. Like he'd been mauled by something.
Yep.
Like there's a mugger on the loose.
Like his stomach is torn open. Just he is so dead right now.
Like they wanted his change, his pocket money.
And as we all know, you always keep your pocket change in your stomach.
Yes. It's the only sensible place. Interesting.
Let me get out. And as for he's +7. All right. This is for Diane. Okay. You hear off in the distance Diane's voice say, "Get down!"
Falcus goes prone.
Elise also goes prone.
I also go prone.
And what flies over your head is the tiger, which is running away from what looks like 3 werewolves.
3 werewolves.
Huh.
Who'd have thought that was coming? Not this guy.
Yup. Who would have thought?
But wait, there's a dead body here. I'm gonna start muttering arcane spells under my breath for the next 10 minutes.
Good thing I have some silver arrows to shoot at some werewolves.
I'm definitely trying to cast Animate Dead on this dead orphan.
How long does it take for Animate Dead to cast again?
10 minutes.
Oh!
It is not a battle spell. Very much so.
Are you sure you want to start?
Hey. Timothy, you can cover me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, never mind. It's not 10 minutes, it's 1 minute. Still.
I can cover you in magical darkness.
Sure, that counts.
Does that help?
That works.
Okay,
I'd like to bring up the last time you fought werewolves. They have a sense of smell.
Does that give them blind sight?
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm sitting next to a dead, bleeding body, so...
It's true. It does totally mask your smell. They just think you're dead.
So, still works.
Alrighty. So, before we roll to initiative, let's go back to Skull while you guys start doing your little rolling.
Okay.
Hey, Jason.
Hello.
Alright. So as you clean up downstairs in the basement,
I got 21 initiative.
you as you clean up in the basement, you run into the Mardikovs. They're they were the ones that owned the inn.
Yes, from the inn. Are they helping out, or are they just coming to check things? How the progress is going?
They're helping out, but they're asking if there's a secure place for them to hide some of the stuff they brought.
Ah, I understand.
You have been the most trustworthy person that they have met so far.
Skull
And
the cinnamon
so-
roll.
They're looking for you. They're looking to you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's many dark corners in here that we could stash some things kind of out of the way. So I'll help him do that.
Alrighty. So while you're doing this, like while you're helping them move some of their stuff, there's like, thank you very much, my guard friend. We knew the moment you walked into the inn, this man is the most trustworthy guard in the area, right? And this is the father saying this, by the way. I don't know how much you guys remember about these guys, but it's Erwin and Danica were the owners, and yeah, they're pretty great.
I remember they're lively people.
They are, and they have 2 wonderful children who are running around, jumping over the dead bodies.
Oh no. Hey, I can I can get your stuff sorted out. I'd keep your children kind of maybe away from the holy bodies down here. We're trying to kind of build some kind of enclosures for those, so they protected.
Wait, the holy bot. Danica turns around and sees her kids running around there. It's just like I turned my back for 5 minutes. And she starts like chasing the kids around. And Erwin just kind of looks at you and is just like, "We can trust you, right? There's no way she's going to catch both of them."
Yeah, I've got this. Go see your children.
He takes off towards them. So, and while you're moving the stuff, there's something weird. You keep wanting to look inside it.
That's weird. I'm gonna look inside it.
Oh, okay. Neat. I thought I was gonna have to make you make a saving throw. But yeah. So like inside there, one of the things that they brought is this big treasure chest, which is the one specifically you want to start looking inside. And when you open it, you see the top is filled with coins, filled with money.
Wow.
And it's not just like
loaded.
And it's old money too. But you hear something like you want to look through it though. Like the money isn't calling out to you. You don't particularly care about the money inside it. Like you were overwhelmed at first, like, wow, that's a lot of money. But like a second later, you're like, I wonder what else is in here.
Well, I don't think Skull's super comfortable just going through their entire chest of valuables. If he can, he's gonna move it and then ask him about it later. Like, if there's something weirdly magical in there.
Alright. Hypothetically, if you can make a wisdom saving throw to it, unrelated.
My wisdom is -1. Perfect.
So you have 2%.
Oh, wait, I have...
He's not mentally
against
strong.
advantage on wisdom against magic, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Modifier. Wisdom. Let's do. And let's do that again, because that is bad. Okay, Skull got an 8.
You swear you heard something say, Skull, from inside the treasure chest.
On one hand, Skull is extremely curious. On the other hand, going
Really
through someone
creeped
else's
out.
belongings. He is torn. Mm,
Do
mm,
it.
Skull's gonna do some light rooting around in there, see if he can find what's calling him from this chest.
So you just, you put your hands in there, like you don't really expect too much, but somehow, like you don't even stick your hand in that hard, but it felt like something just flew into it. It's very weird, but when you pull your hand out, let me make sure that this is what I think it is. Yeah, that's what it was. But when you pull your hand out, you have this like little metal thing, like a metal stick.
A stick, you say?
Yeah.
What kind of metal?
It looks like it's kind of silvery. But yeah, it's like this cool little like metal silvery like stick. You can hold it pretty well in your hand, and while you're holding it, you're like, man, this would make a pretty good hammer.
But it's just a stick?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more like a rod.
Rods don't make good hammers.
Not until you put a metal weight on the end.
That's a weird thought to have about a metal rod.
Then you didn't have that thought. You realize it was a silly thought, and then it leaves your head. And it,
The hammer is my penis.
but what you pull out, what's in your hand, feels like the handle of something, with a blue
Find Thor's hammer.
sapphire gem at the very top of it, and what look like little silver wings coming out of the sides.
Interesting. About how long is this rod?
If you ask a guy or a girl. A guy, this 6 inches.
I would say like the size of a sword hilt.
So
So 6 inches.
Yeah, how long is it for a girl, Jocelyn?
only 5.
Like 4 inches.
So you're holding this, what feels like a hilt, which at first you're like, yeah, this is 6 inches. But then you're like, nah, this is 4 inches. But then you're like, but I think it's 6 inches. No, the weird part in your brain that was leading you to pick it up says, no, it's 6.
Oh, okay.
You're feeling like you're talking to yourself a little bit too much.
Okay. Skull's gonna put that like in his belt, clearly visible, so he remembers to ask them about it in a bit when he finishes moving their stuff.
Okay. You also lose complete interest in the giant pile of money to your right.
Skull didn't have interest in the money anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, he finishes his task and then wanders off to find them to ask him about this strange hilt with a sapphire and wings.
It seems really pretty, but old. All right. So while you go try to get a hold of the Martikovs, who are currently wrangling the kid, you hear a bit in the distance a very loud howl. Well, for you, it's not. It's kind of very faint, but the sound of the howl of a wolf, which leads us back to our main group, who the first thing, because the werewolves have surprise attacks, is they all howl. It's not an actual surprise attack. I just wanted to make sure that you know that they howled upon seeing you.
Ow. Okay.
By the way, Diane is nowhere to be seen right now. He like disappeared earlier, and he's still gone.
He said duck and then just left.
No, you just heard him say duck.
Oh, okay. Well,
Fucking hell.
he always does this, doesn't he? And he has the good crossbow.
He does.
But you have a magical crossbow.
I do have a magical crossbow that I can make appear and disappear. And now it's there.
It's in this
and
hand.
it's
Now it's in
not.
this hand. This hand.
Okay. So you said that they could. They do have keen sense, right? So they get an advantage on perception and stuff. Are you saying that they can see me through darkness then, even if it's magical darkness?
No, they can't see you through darkness. They can just kind of roll, and they can.
Okay. They can know my general position,
Yes.
but they still get disadvantage if they try to attack me.
No. They just. Yeah,
Okay.
but you can't like disappear inside there and not expect them to know where you are.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And you also don't really have advantage against shooting at them.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna do something different. I am at full health right now, so I have 21 initiative, and Greg has 17.
Yep.
Okay, who goes first? Is it me?
Oh shoot! I forgot Diane's. Okay.
He did pretty good.
Timothy.
I think he has to
Diane.
do it in his hands. Let me look up my features and traits.
Alrighty. So the initiative order is Timothy, Diane, Falcus, then all the enemies, followed up by Elise, the guard, and Rictavio.
Um, I can only materialize my weapon in my hand.
Uh-huh.
Darn.
It says, as an action, you can create a packed weapon in your empty hand. You choose the form that it takes. You have to be proficient with it. It counts as magical for the purposes of overcoming damage resistance. So it's magical.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. I don't even need to use my
Good
silver
to know for damaging
bolts.
devils who are resistant to regular weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish you told me that before.
Yeah. But I still have silver arrows just because I didn't know either, to be fair.
It's for the style.
Uh-huh. Exactly. They look pretty. I will use my silver arrows against these guys though. Okay, so yeah.
I will say, if you try to materialize it in your butt cheeks, depending on how you, I think you could do it.
Okay.
It's like
I'll
a party
check
trick. You gotta practice a little bit, but then it's like, I can totally do that.
You know, it could be
Yeah.
extremely dangerous, so it could be a great party trick.
It takes I'll say you will have to like learn how to do it first, and that would require maybe 1 or 2 full rests worth of time.
Okay. So I go first, right? Or does somebody else go before me?
Yes, you go first.
Okay. I will cast fairy dust on the werewolves. They have to make a reflex save of 15 or higher.
Alrighty.
So that is my or fairy fire. Sorry.
Okay, and that's a reflex save from them.
Or dexterity, technically. Just dexterity save.
Yeah. Make sure this is their right form. Yep. Okay, they don't get anything special from this.
They're within 20 feet of each other, right?
Yes,
Okay, good. So I can hit all of them.
they're like pack mode.
Okay, so one.
The first one is here,
Uh-huh.
and then the next two are these ones.
Okay. So the two side ones get fairy fired, so they get covered in violet dust. And for the next minute, or as long as I gain concentration, any attack roll against them has advantage.
Nice!
So everybody gets advantage on attack rolls against them for a minute. Except for the middle one,
Cool.
because he dodged.
You get advantage, and you get advantage.
Worth.
And then I'm gonna run away a little bit, because I'm scared of the werewolves. As much as I can.
By the way, this is a guard tower that's right behind you.
Perfect place to snipe from.
Am I close to that guard tower?
Yes.
Okay, but I already cast a spell. I can't Misty Step up there. I'll do that next turn. But I'm gonna run to the guard tower.
Sounds good.
Is that like 30 feet or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Run towards the guard
Alright. Next is Diane. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. Next up is Falcus.
I am. Wait, am I in darkness?
No.
There is no darkness.
There is no darkness.
I used fairy fire instead.
You used fairy fire, and I am lying prone next to a dead body, with wolves on the loose and a nearby tiger that is running away from things. Is that about right?
Yep. By the way, I should have mentioned it's a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, it's a saber.
That's pretty scary.
tiger.
That one's extra fun.
Okay, and I can get advantage on attacks against the werewolves, huh?
Yeah, well, two of
Yeah.
them. One of them didn't get affected by the purple dust.
Okay, I'll stand up and cast Mind Spike level 2 on the one closest to me.
Mind
So-
spike. Alright. We'll say you're actually like here. We'll say that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was looking at that body, trying to resurrect it into a slave.
1d10 plus. Okay.
It hits, and it's 11, and it's magic.
It is magic. Magic psychic damage. So,
Alrighty. Give me a second. This one's... It hits him, and he's not happy about it.
cool. And so long as I concentrate on this, I can know their location. And I start chasing after the kitty cat.
Okay.
And I don't have to look back because I know how close they're chasing me.
You know, that's smart.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Just like, pew! Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yep, basically.
Alright. Next up is all the enemies. So when you hit the werewolf with the mind spike, he's just like, oh, what the fuck?
You should take a Tylenol for that.
Huh?
You should take a Tylenol for that.
And
Go
then
home.
so the main werewolf goes so the main werewolf goes, well, look what we have here.
Is that the middle one, the main one?
Yes.
Damn it, he's the one not in purple test.
Yep. If it isn't my old friends, where's that bird?
He's at the church.
Oh, well, thank you.
No problem? How are you, old friend?
So, explanation for that in case you all forgot, but you guys ran into a pack of werewolves before.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one, the one who's talking to you, who you'd remember as their old leader.
Yeah, he was friends with Strahd, right?
Yeah, he was homies with Strahd.
Mm-hmm. And he's
And
friends
his
with me
name was
too,
Hero.
apparently.
Huh?
And he's friends with me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He stopped attacking or trying to chase me down when Strahd came in.
Yep. You remember his name was Kirill.
Oh yeah.
And you also remember that he's Strahd's bitch, so there's that.
Oh, he's a female werewolf. Okay.
No, that's
Oh.
rude. Yeah, he listens to Strahd.
Oh, okay. I thought because werewolves are like dogs.
Yeah.
Bitch. Okay, that was the joke.
Yeah. And then there's another werewolf who you guys saw earlier, and then then another one. This one is the yellow one, the blondish colored one, and this one is the dark brown one.
His name was Jarl?
Kirill.
Kirill, okay. Kirill, okay.
Yep. So on their turn, this one, or the main one, you just hear him snarl, "Grab the girl!" And then and then this one goes into to attack Elise, which triggers Diane's hidden action, or Diane's action he prepared, which was to shoot anyone that's attacking his friend. And for anyone paying attention, you can roll to see if you can figure out where the shot was shot
Sure.
from.
I'll roll. Is it a perception?
Yeah. Or investigation, because you can kind of see where the arrow got shot from, and then you can do some quick math. But it is
12, not great. Might get me a
Fine.
left or right answer.
okay. So plus Dex, and it has sneak attack.
And then don't forget advantage if it's not on the main wolf.
14. 6. Oh yes, good point.
Can we call the two purple glowy guys disco wolves?
The Disco Wolves. Yes.
And they can do the Michael Jackson song Thriller. Come on, man. He has the good crossbow.
Yeah, give me a second. Does he have anything? Does he have anything to help with this one? Um,
7's gonna be pretty hard to help. Does he really only have a +2 to hit?
oh, crossbow is what again? Isn't that one plus dexterity bonus?
Yeah, plus dexterity
Yeah, it's a
bonus.
dex.
And then
Oh, shoot.
plus your proficiency on top of it if you're proficient with crossbows.
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Give me a second. It's +5. So this is what he actually rolls.
Okay.
This and that, and they're not much better.
They really aren't.
Oh wait, but it's armor class 11.
Ooh.
So it hits, or it's armor class 12. So this one actually hits.
Nice.
All right. So special crossbow is.
Oh yeah, if it's a magical crossbow, don't forget to add the magical modifier to it if it has one.
Yep.
Still can't believe it only gets +5. I have a +8 to hit.
Right? He's a level 8 character too. I'm amazed. +8 and then 4d6. Alrighty. Was this, which is that. Alright, so oh.
What?
Oh. Well then.
He
And that doesn't even have sneak attack.
damage. You can't do that.
That's is it like a
Oh.
The crossbow bolt is silver tipped, covered in holy water, and is blessed and came from a magical crossbow. My original thing is it's just 2d8 plus 2, and then he gets the +3 from other things. And then here's his sneak attack with well, it's only 2d8 plus 2 if it's hitting either a werewolf or a vampire or undead.
I see. So I have to hit a Strahd creature.
Yes.
That doubles damage dice.
Yes, and it's also very limited in ammo. But yeah, holy shit.
36 damage. Not bad.
This. All right. So
shabby at all.
He
One
can barely
werewolf.
hit, but when he hits,
yeah, one werewolf jumps out at Elise and then gets shot in the head, or like gets shot in the chest by a crossbow bolt that came out of a tree. You guys were actually able to see what tree it came out of. And it just like pins that wolf down. And that wolf looks injured as hell. There's like on their skin there's burning. On like they're howling in pain. Just yeah. They are not doing hot at all. All right. but they still get their attack.
Nice.
Which is 2 attacks, 1 bite, and 1 claw, both with +4. And this is on Elise. And Elise has an armor class of 13.
Nice.
So they both hit. 2d4 plus 2.
Maybe she'll become a werewolf.
6. So she takes 12. Which puts her at 26. And she has to make a Constitution saving throw. Which is, her Constitution is 2. Well, she makes it. All right. So she gets hit by one of the werewolves. The other one then panics at the shot a bit, but Kirill says, "Do it!" And then so the blonde one attacks Elise as well. So that's a hit. That's a miss. All right. So then she takes 6. Elise, putting her at 20. And then Kirill jumps at the tree that had Diane in it. And then gets 2 attacks on Diane. Which, and he has... all right. Which one hits? Oops, that's not it. It's the second one. That's his claw. So he takes 2d4 plus 2. We'll say that's 7 on average. And he gets to use his uncanny dodge. So he doesn't take much. So he takes 4. Alrighty. So that's their turn. And yeah. Next up is Elise. Guys, what do you think Elise would do?
Taunt werewolves?
Alright. So she proceeds to taunt the werewolf. That's
oh boy. This is gonna be great.
What would be something Elise would say?
Vicious mockery. You should do. Hey, you have dog breath.
Yeah. Like, hey, stay away! You have dog breath. Cast vicious mockery.
And then they die from it. When you literally get insulted to death.
It has to make a wisdom saving throw. It has to be 14. They have no bonus to wisdom. And then they take the hit.
Yeah, and they get disadvantage on all their attacks for a turn.
They do. And it's 2d4.
Not bad, not bad. It's a pretty good debuff.
It takes 4. Alright. Next up is the guard that you guys still have, who is the little kid. And
Oh, don't pee.
they get scared.
Okay, they pee their pants.
They pee their pants, and that's like a bonus action, so they're still good to do their action, which is they run to you.
Oh, to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or-
I don't want to babysit.
Or no, wait, no, you're the one that shot at him.
Uh-huh.
He runs away
Oh,
towards the church.
To
Nice.
safety. That sounds good.
that
Good
does sound
plan.
good. So, so Kirill, what's the plan?
And next up is Rictavio, who I need to.
Oh yeah, we do still have Octavio. Look, there's so many people.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you get for being in a game with all this stuff. All these NPCs in a revolution.
Rictavio. So Rictavio is the head of the circus, right? He's got like the top hat, half elf, looks super stylish all the time. Has like a smile basically plastered on his face, but he also has a cane, like the kind of cane you twirl around and you point to things dramatically. So he pulls out the cane and says, "Have at you! Have at you! Da da!" And it turns out to be a sword cane, and he smacks the blonde werewolf twice with it. Let's see. +4 to hit. D20 +4. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit too.
Double
Oh,
hit. Yeah, don't forget it's advantage. But I don't even think he needs it.
well, let's see. Nope. He does not need it. One.
Octavio's too good for that.
Oops. 3 damage and 7 damage.
Is that back
like-
werewolf bloodied?
It's like, haha! Even my tiger was faster than you.
Where is that tiger anyway?
I don't know, gents, but I'd be glad if you can find him soon.
I mean, he's over there.
But yeah. So he smacks the werewolf twice. It's just like, cut match me. My clown has more feist than you do. And yeah. Then it goes back to Artesh. Not Artesh, Timothy.
Okay. I asked Kirill. So Kirill, what's the plan?
What?
What
plan?
I mean, what does Strahd want us to do here?
Strahd just wants the girl. Strahd only ever wants the girl.
I look at Jenny's character. What's her name? Elise. Yeah, and I'm like, her?
That is what we've come to believe, yes.
Oh,
And if you're really here, to help us, you would stop shooting at us.
I haven't shot at you yet. But now that you mention it, I haven't shot at you yet, so I'm gonna shoot at them.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna shoot at them. Wait, first I'm going to hex them. So I'm gonna hex the blonde werewolf. That's a bonus action. Oh wait, no I can't. Because it's concentration, I believe. Spells hex is... yeah, it's concentrated. So I can't without losing my advantage. So I'm gonna just attack him with advantage in the back.
Okay.
Advantage attack. Get a 25 to hit.
It hits.
It's not in darkness though. Okay. And then just normal damage. 10 damage.
And this is magical.
It is magical. To bypass resistances. So if they have magical resistance, it would count as piercing instead, I believe. Okay. And then I'll take a second shot at him, because why not? He looks like he could use it. 24 to hit, since I have advantage. And then 13 damage, so he took 23 for me.
So it takes 23?
Yep, total. I shot 2 arrows at him.
Alrighty.
I get
And they're both
20.
magic?
Yep, they're both magic. I mean, my weapon is the magical one.
Yeah. Okay.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
He looks fine. The blonde one? Damn.
I mean, the blonde one looks like they may be bloodied. Depends if you round up or down when you cut something in half.
Well, for my bonus action, I'm gonna say, all right, see you later, Carol, and then I'm gonna Misty Step up the watchtower.
Alrighty. Okay. So after you is Diane. So Diane, cunning action, disengage. Movement goes to the tower, and then he should have. Where's his spells again? He should have Misty Step. Yeah.
Oh, no. Octavio, right?
No, Diane.
Diane.
Oh, okay.
There is like a caster rogue option that you can be.
The one that steals spells.
Spell.
Yes.
Ow. Let me just. Okay. Well, I don't recall whether they had it or not. I remember in my first draft of this character, I gave it to them. But he uses second story work to climb up to where you are. It's just like, oh my god. And then you see him like reloading his crossbow. Yeah, so he's up here now.
Nice.
And yeah.
Say, hey Diane, you made it up here with me.
Sup? Next up is Falcus. There's a really injured werewolf right in front of you, and an extremely pissed off boss-looking werewolf. to the right of you. But that boss-looking werewolf is glaring daggers at the people in the watchtower.
Okay.
I don't feel safe. Of course, I never really feel safe anywhere, so might as well feel unsafe where there's friends, and I use a spell slot to go Misty Step up to the clock tower, up to the guard tower, and I'm like, "Hey guys, duck."
Wait, that's just a bonus action. You can do a standard too.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll peek over and like quickly cast Chill Touch at the injured guy.
Okay.
Is he glowing?
Yes, this one's glowing, so you have advantage.
Only 2 necrotic. You do? It's a cantrip, right?
It's a cantrip.
Doesn't it update every 5 levels to do more damage?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, every 5 levels, cantrips go up like 1 damage dice usually.
I do 4 damage. Tremble.
Ooh. Yeah, you should update your.
Just did.
Okay, good.
Alrighty.
I like how you do a 16 or a 16 versus AC, and then a 2 or 2 damage.
Alright, so this one, you did 4 damage chill touch. This one is still alive and starts running away. And you hear Kirill say, "Weakling!"
Works for me. Duck.
And then Kirill
How far does
jump.
he get?
Huh?
How far does he get?
Let me check to see how far werewolves can run.
Is he still within 100 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't have to take disadvantage to hit him, and he's still glowing purple, so it's fine.
Well, let's see. So 30 feet for movement, 30 feet for an action. So that's 60 feet.
Yep.
Plus you're on the top of a guard tower. I'd say that they're exactly 100 feet.
Okay, so I still don't have to take disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my crossbow is exactly 100 feet of distance. And then it can go up to 400, but I have to take disadvantage if it's between 100 to 400 feet. Like more than 100 to 400 feet.
So the blonde werewolf attacks. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. Elise has an attack of opportunity.
From people running away.
Yeah. So she can get an attack off with her long sword. Or no, her rapier. +5 to hit. Alright. Roll 1d20 +5. That's a crit.
Something like that.
2d8 +4. That doesn't matter. It even with the damage reduction, the werewolf turns to run away, and then Elise just stabs it right in the back, and it falls. And like the rapier goes right through the back, right through the heart, and you just see the werewolf's eye, and the werewolf just falls. Dead. Let's give it the dead symbol. It also is still glowing purple. It's just dead and purple now. Kirill says something along the lines of "Good riddance, weakling." Heh.
Dang it! I wanted to kill him, so I could say, "I'll take care of that weakling for you, Kirill."
And Kirill attacks, jumps at Elise and tries to grapple her. I don't want to look up grapple rules though.
It's just immobilization, and it's
It should be athletics versus their either their athletics or their acrobatics to get out of the hold. So they can either be fast enough to get out, or basically defender chooses between acrobatics and athletics.
Okay. So and Elise has +5 to acrobatics. So she gets out, and then he makes his attack. 21, and that's 1d2. Nine. Okay. And Elise is looking pretty badly injured, though.
She should probably heal herself.
And then the other werewolf, the blonde one, attacks Elise. Wait, what? There we go. They both get through, which is the 8. That's 6. Then the claw. 2d4 plus 2. So 11. And that is enough to knock Elise out.
no, Elise.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's the enemy's turn. Elise is unconscious. The guard keeps running. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Run, run, run. Rictavio also actually got an attack of opportunity. I should do that. +4. That hit. And then he also gets 2 attacks. The first one critically fails. The second one misses. So it just gets the 1d6 from attack of opportunity. Seven. Okay. So the blonde one is like pretty badly injured now. Alrighty. And that's all that. So, what are you working on? What are you doing around the church?
Jason, you're still muted.
I was going in search of the innkeepers.
Well, you find them having caught their kids.
I'm glad you guys got them under control. I finished moving your things. and I didn't mean to go through them, but there was this thing kind of like calling out to me from within the chest. And I show them their weird rod thing.
They, Erwin kind of just like blinks and just like looks at it, like picks it up, kind of like juggles it around in his hand, like shakes it next to his ear here, see if he can hear something. Just like, you found this in our stuff?
Yeah, it kind of called out to me. Like I wouldn't have even gone into it, but I don't know, I thought I could have sworn I heard it like whispering. I don't know. It was weird.
He looks it up and down and is just like, no, don't worry. This is just an old family heirloom or something. I haven't seen it before. He turns to his wife and he's like, honey, have you seen this before? What? No. Kids, did you steal something from somebody? Like, no. No. Have you seen this before? No. Should we have? She like hands it back to Erwin. They didn't steal it. Erwin hands it back to you and is just like, huh.
Oh, it was in your thing that I can just go put it back. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything weird.
Nah, I doubt it. Look at that thing. It's old as heck.
Yes, this is true.
Alright. So they get back to dealing with their kid. What do you do with the thing?
I'm gonna go put it back in the chest. Because Skull is a good boy.
You hear in your head just, no.
I'm gonna do it. Walking over to the chest right now. Gonna put it in the chest.
I can help you.
Ooh.
Or you can help me. What can you help me with, strange rod?
I am that which Strahd fears.
What are you talking about, weird rod thing?
And I am actually 6 inches.
Sounds legit.
Come on, you gotta keep it now. It's 6 inches.
I don't care if you're 7 inches. I don't see how that's gonna help us defeat Strahd.
Whoa. 7 inches, that's too big. Too much size right there. But yeah. So it whispers to you. Well, it doesn't whisper to you. No one else can hear it. Only you hear it.
It talks directly into my mind. I'm sure this is fine.
It's totally fine.
It just whispers, I don't belong to the Martikovs. It's not stealing if I'm not theirs, right?
Skull still feels bad about taking it. I'm gonna take it back over to them and see if I can just buy it off of them. Cause apparently Skull's going to become Smeagol or something.
Okay, so while you do that, let's get back to the fight while I figure out how much that thing is probably worth. Timothy, you're up.
All right. Why not? I'll just finish off this back werewolf. You know. One. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
8 damage.
Alrighty.
And another 24. 14 damage. So 22 magical damage.
Alrighty.
On this bit.
It looks really injured.
Like you could blow on it and it would fall down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I also say to Kirill, I don't think Strahd would appreciate you scratching up his girl like that.
Kirill looks up at you and says, "But I didn't do anything." And the werewolf that looks really injured,
Hmm.
like it gives out like a yelp with your second crossbow bolt, and it's just like 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 the yelp of a dog. And Kirill looks at it and just like, weaklings, all of you! Ellen, we should have never brought you in if you will fall to something like that. But yeah. Yeah.
Like you could tap it with a silvery 6-inch rod and it would fall down. Ooh.
But yeah. Upon, so Diane seems to have a weird reaction upon hearing that.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah. Next up is Falcus.
Wait, upon hearing what?
What Kirill said.
About the being weak?
Yeah, that he should have never brought the werewolf, who's apparently named Ellen, in.
Oh. God damn it, Diane. Why now?
But yeah, Falcus. Greg, what you want to do?
Sorry, muted. Falcus pops up and will shoot a chill touch at the sparkly werewolf.
All right. You hear Diane say, "No, don't." But you
Too
can
late.
opt to ignore it. I
Oh.
figured.
Oh,
That's a good amount of damage.
that's a max damage right there.
Does something happen if you kill somebody with necrotic with chill touch?
No.
Okay.
It's like Fireball, except instead of doing more damage, it says undead can't have disadvantage against me, and whoever I hit doesn't regen health for a round.
So they can't be healed for a round.
Yeah.
That's usually what necrotic damage does.
All right. So you hit it. You hit the werewolf, and the werewolf like falls. And then Diane uses his action because his turn got passed to jump off of the thing, slide down, and then runs to the werewolf, taking an attack of opportunity, getting hit by an attack of opportunity from Kirill. Which misses. Kirill is so amazed by the amazing acrobatics of Diane that he's just like, "Whoa, that was legit." But yeah. Okay, so that's what happened with Diane.
That's cool, bro. That's real cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next up is the werewolf's turn, and the Kirill grabs Elise and runs.
Okay, so apparently if necrotic damage does bring somebody to 0 HP, they don't even get to save for it, though. So that is something.
Oh.
Yeah, so usually you could make like death saves or stuff like that, but with necrotic damage you cannot.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah. Elise is kidnapped. Guard is sad. And Rictavio, the werewolf runs by. And yeah. And then Timothy, it's your turn. He's like 100 feet away.
Um.
You have one shot, but you know he's basically at full health,
Mhm.
and he has Elise on his back.
Oh. I say, say hi to Strahd for me. I was gonna bring her to him anyways.
You don't get a reply. Alright, out of combat.
Oh wait, last thing. Glad I could thin out your weaklings.
You hear him say, "Thanks, I'll pay you back later."
Oh no.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Alright, so he's gone. And then Diane is over the corpse of the werewolf, the blonde one. I just need to check one thing.
Oh yeah, I turn to Falcus and I say, "What do you think he's gonna do when Strahd tells him that that's not the right girl?"
Nothing good to her.
No, but I mean, what do you think Strahd's gonna do to Kirill?
Oh, murder him probably. Shrug.
That would be fun. I'd watch that.
Okay, so when
You
a
don't get
werewolf
money back.
dies, it reverts back to its true form. So what you see lying on the ground is a dead blonde woman, and a dead black-haired kid. You can match which werewolf was which. And Diane is holding the dead woman. But yeah.
I'm not sure we did a good thing.
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't prove that we killed werewolves. It looks like we killed people.
We didn't kill anyone. This was all part of the revolution, and there's a tiger going around. I won't tell if you don't tell.
That's fair. Let me just get down to this dead orphan so we can return him to the orphanage. I start climbing down.
Do you think we should do something about Elise?
Give me a minute.
Alright, back to Skull.
Yes.
So you're walking to ask if you could just buy it off of them, and the sword whispers into your head again, I'm worth more than you can ever pay. You'll never get them to sell.
We will see about that.
Alright, so you go up, and
I'm like,
Erwin,
look, I was gonna put this back, but it keeps whispering in my head, and it's kind of weird. And I think, well, I don't know what to think about it, but I want to have one of our people that know how to use magic take a look at it later. So I'm just gonna, I'd like to buy it off you if that's all right.
you see Erwin like start to open his mouth, and then his wife like steps in front and blocks it. I don't know if you remember, but the first time you met this guy, he kept giving you free wine until his wife was like, "Don't you dare! We have to make some kind of profit here." But yeah, so she goes, "How much you got? How much you got?"
How much you think it's worth?
Yes. Well, no. How much do you have on you? For an ancient family heirloom, I mean, who can even put a price on that?
I mean, you
You can.
guys couldn't even remember that you still had it a while ago, so clearly it's not that important.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that it's ours now. And then you hear Erwin just say, "Honey, please. He protected the inn when nobody else was." And she turns and is like, "And now we don't have an inn, now do we? We need to do something to keep food on the table." And Erwin's just like, "Yeah, yeah." And yeah.
Just name a fair price and I'll pay it straight up.
She looks at you, and then she looks at Erwin, and she says, "Dear, I think there's only, now that we have lost everything, I'm pretty sure there's only one place we can go." And so she looks at you and says, "You will pay me not in gold, but you will escort me to my in-laws."
Oh no!
Oh no!
And that's where we'll end the session.
Dun dun dun.
Well then, looks like Skull has a side quest.
Sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. I just want.
I mean, you didn't have to keep the magic scary sword. You
It's a
didn't even have
sword?
to. You didn't even. Well, it's not really a sword. It's the hilt of one, to be honest. But
Well,
Or is it some kind of mysterious energy sword?
did lose a lease though.
Who knows?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Nah,
Just,
not really.
just the bard. You know, what could go wrong?
A PC?
Uh huh.
Nah, unimportant.
Hopefully, Strahd will return her once he realizes it's not the right person. He's
That's
a
how
nice
this
guy.
works.
He's a fair and kind leader.
Barovia's, longest running, most popular dictator for eternal life.
he has a coffee mug filled with blood that says number one ruler. 600 years running.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, I'm not sure how to actually like do the story so that it's as creepy and scary as it's supposed to be. Because I keep wanting to be like, ah, yes, 6 inches.
I mean, 6 inches is pretty good. All right, stop the stream now.